Okay, so Penguins, you had the football, Mike had the baseball. Okay. Damn, I should have taken... The basketball was light compared to these. I should have weighed them. This is football. Oh, there's quite a bit more in the football. For starters, this is in there, and I don't know if I cut this. No, I don't think I did. Packers, what are those? Tops. Jordan Nelson. Bills and Broncos. Do not know. Wow, that is weird. Why would they put the... Huh. But... What else do we have here? Way more in the... Are you watching, Penguin? Make sure you're watching. Let me know when you're watching, Penguins. Give me the thumbs up. I guess you can go back and watch it either way. You're there. All right. All right. So your bonus card. Oh. Okay, so this is your whatever this is. Pro Set Metal 89. Oh, it was Leaf. Whatever they call those, the pre-productions, pre-production. Proof. That was what I was trying to get out. And your honey, or your whatever you want to call these, your base. Okay, so these are the tri-cards. And then orange. Ooh, and one orange laser and one orange speckles. Kyle had already used Scotch tape, you know, honestly, I don't know where my painter tape went. And then you're top loaded. Bosa Leaf Draft. Joey Bosa. Jarvis Landry. AJ Dillon, rookie. It's kind of like the basketball, really. In it's the plastic, one top-loaded card, one plastic of base parallels, and some rookies and numbered. I think only mine had one numbered though out of 75. This is 325. Barry Allen, J.K. Dobbins, rookie. Travis, dude, rookie. Is he ever did good? I thought he kind of was getting good, but maybe not. Murray. Oh, not rookie. Probably not top loader anymore. Brian Robinson Jr. Not numbered. Kyle Pitts, rookie. Odell Beckham Jr. camo. Gridiron Kings, James Cook. Emmett Smith, MVP. No, dude. Fast dude. Waddle. I was like, what is this? Oh, yeah, the Ginter. Ooh, what? Skybox. Kamara rookie. And 2 out of 5. Pitch it! Oh my god, where did he? Isn't he in Green Bay? Oh no, where did he go? Was he in Green Bay for a minute though? I don't know where he's at now. Well, there's your bonus. Let me do Mike's. If he wants to watch it, he can go back and watch it. Mike, I'm gonna do yours just so we know what's in it and I can ship it easier. I'll text you. This is the baseball. Let me actually just tell him. Yeah, I saw some Packer stuff. I don't know if that's stuff you have or would needs, but are you only? Did you see the Packer magnet? Here's the baseball. I took the basketball. Oh, there's 2 graded in the baseball. And this thing. Kodak Moment Mickey Mantle. That's kind of cool. Don't know what that is. Like what it's out of. Kodak. Number 500. And then BCCG 10 Cubs World Series, which is an interesting card. To send the BCG, and then out of 25, Bowman Chrome Sterling Chris Bryant. And then DJ LeMahieu auto. Roberto Clemente blue. Chrome Alvarez. Trey Turner first paper. Oh, the Thumper Dumper rookie. Panini, have some flavor. Wade Boggs. Devers rookie. Trout Chrome. O'Neal Cruz, Rookie of the Year favorites. Peralta first Chrome Refractor. Sheets rookie. And Cruz. Yeah, they're all about the same value, I guess. And yeah, he was right. They're not anything super special. I took mine in the top 10 just because I wanted, I had a trade offer, and I knew what was in that pack. I didn't know what was in those two. I wanted the Wemby. Mine came with a Wemby. I don't know where I put it now. It's gone. Shoot. Okay, Cards fan. We can do 5 hangers too after this one. I have to get the price, but Cards fan pens. Oopsies. Oh, kind of still stressed about work tomorrow, even though I'm supposed to go back to my normal job. It's still stressing me out. Oh, I'm trying to think what else I was going to do to... Oh, I remember. Let's first off see if I got any offers on this card. I forgot to look. Oh, I got an offer. 120 offer, yeah. Did they change the formatting on the Panini Prospect? I thought Eric said they did, like the autos or something. Yeah, it's 4 autos now. Oh, this is that site that I can't pay with PayPal. Damn, I can't. I don't like this. They don't let you. Pay with PayPal. It's so weird to me. Ho, 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 daddy-o, daddy-o, daddy-o. I don't know what the next picker team is going to be, man. How many weeks we got till Series 1? Let me look. Is a checklist out for it? I don't see it. Oh wait, Beckett. Just as I said it. It usually is at the top, the Beckett, but it's like 4 down. Yeah, they changed the format of that. Did they do it in update, or is this the first one? I don't know if we've opened many. February 11th. Okay, so not real bad. So Wednesday, so what, like a week? 11 days? 10 days? Oh, anybody know this? I don't know what's in it. I just got one when I had the reward points for expiring. Is this all the same stickers of the same? I didn't know if there's a chance at a parallel. When the top schnauz. It's weird. I didn't know what I was buying. I thought it was like a card, like a top schnauz card. I didn't realize it was like a pack of stickers. I don't know if there's a chance at a parallel. Ah, my footage is driving me crazy. I think I ate too much rice today. I ate rice and veggies, vegetables, and uh-oh. I'll probably be live. I mean, in reality, I can go live. I won't have the kids till Friday, so there's not. I have a lot of shipping and sorting to do. I did not get a lot of headway. I mean, I worked quite a bit, but I'm still not halfway. Got the hoodie sorted out. I've got a lot of brakes. I was way more backed up on brakes than I even realized. And then I was just going to start shipping, but at this point I think I'm going to knock out the sorting. I have some decent amount of items to I don't know if I should open this or leave it sealed. That's what I want to open it to see if there's parallel. I can't really tell. I can see and I don't really think there is parallels. So I think I'll just leave it as a pack, I guess. You want me to tell a amusing story? God, I don't even have any stories. Ask me something. Ask me a question. I can figure out a story. Right now, everything's been focusing on the sorting and shipping. I have nothing to say. Yesterday, Carl came and got me. We did hit the store, but all they had were hangers. Except for Target had lots of blasters, but you can only get 2. So I got 2 blasters yesterday, and 2 football. But all the Walmart only had hangers. And in fact, Walmart didn't have it. What? We only went to 2. So one Walmart had 4 hangers, the other one had 5 hangers. But no blasters, no basketball, none of the sexy stuff. What did I eat today? Well, I started this morning. What did I eat this morning? Well, last night, I guess it would have been after midnight. I ate. So Walmart delivered a pound of hamburger roll. They delivered 2 of them and a roll of sausage. I didn't order them, but they brought them. As well as mozzarella cheese, like shredded mozzarella cheese, 2 bags of those, little bags, and 1 provolone slices, and 2 pepperoni bags. So I think somebody was making pizza. Sausage, a pound of sausage, 2 pounds of hamburger. So I froze the sausage in one of the hamburgers. But I've never cooked hamburger before. I've never bought a pound of hamburger and just made hamburgers. I've never done that. So I made a hamburger. I don't know. I don't know who makes the mistake. I honestly don't know if it's the Walmart or the delivery guys. I don't know if they're taking 2 people and getting the bags mixed up. I honestly don't know. All I know is I bring it all in and I start putting it away and go, hey, bonus. And I'm not gonna, I one time tried to get, they delivered my food to the wrong apartment one time, and it took over an hour to get a hold of their support. And they only offered me $10 for my missing food. So, which the kids went and found at the next door. But still, I shouldn't have to go hunt my groceries at next door. So, I'm not reporting it. They're a big enough company that makes profit. They can eat the loss. Yeah, they're food delivery. The food delivery. Walmart delivers food. And so I made a hamburger last night about 1 in the morning as I was sorting. Hamburger, and I fried half a potato. Oof, man. That's good. Actually, that's the second burger I made out of it. I did it the Thursday as well. Now, I did it into thirds. The other third, yesterday I made I ground it up, chopped it up, and made ground beef nachos. Trumpety! So, 6, so 4 left. No, all my food was there. My theory is the delivery driver has 2 different peoples in their trunk, and when they're grabbing the bags, they're grabbing my and theirs. Or Walmart loads their. I think it's the Walmart load. I don't know honestly. Or Walmart loads their trunk and includes some other bags. Either way, all mine were there. And every time they've misshipped or I've gotten somebody else's groceries, I've never been missing mine. Mine was a small order, like a $40 order, and so there wasn't really much to. And this one, I mean, what, a pound of hamburger? I haven't bought hamburger, in a long time, so I don't even know what a pound of hamburger is. Whenever I've bought a hamburger, it's for spaghetti. So I've never bought it just to make a hamburger. And whenever I want to eat a hamburger, I get the ones that are already pressed and frozen into a hamburger patty, or not frozen, like the pre-made. Because I don't want to touch the meat. In fact, I touched this meat for the first time. I've never touched hamburger. I don't know. I worked in a butcher shop, and I had to clean the meat machines. And man, I never had to prep the hamburger, thank God. But I did have to prep the sausage though, which and it was in Michigan, and we don't have air conditioning. So in the summer, which is when I worked there, the meat would start to rot on the walls, on the machines, and oh god, it would just, I never wanted to touch raw meat in my life. Hobo packs? I don't know what that is. Um, but then this morning, I thought I made, when I woke up, what did I eat when I wake up? Oh, this morning I made potatoes, eggs, and I had kielbasa sausage. I ate a quarter of a sausage. And then tonight, that would have been for breakfast, lunch, when I woke up around noon. Um, and then right before I went live, I made vegetables and rice. I was like a stir fry and rice. I'm eating more right now because I don't have my medicine. Once they put me back on my medicine, it takes away my appetite and I can't eat. Yeah, what's a hobo pack? That's I've never heard that before. Oh, okay. It's kind of similar to what I made. Oh, well, except for I was making a similar thing last week, except for I didn't use hamburger and I wasn't putting it in the oven. I had the sausage, kielbasa sausage, potatoes, carrots, onions, and one other. Tomato. And 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 the one time I had green pepper. I had a green pepper. I didn't. I didn't have it the second time. And then I just. It was kind of like a skillet, like a skillet food. Now, uh, it would be good with hamburger. I guess it's kind of what I made yesterday was the. Oh, no, no, no. Um, I did it again. That was this morning, and that was eggs, sausage, and potatoes. I didn't have any onions or any other items. God, I'm hungry. See that? Whenever I eat stir fry and rice, man, I'm hungry so fast. I wish I could go camping, man. I don't know enough about this area, or have I learned about it to know. We've camped one time, and it was actually a really nice place. And it's kind of far away. It's by Branson, which is about Branson's about an hour and a half away. But this campground was, oh man, where was it? What's it called? forget what it's called now. It's at a fishery, a trout farm fishery. Man, it's nice. Whew, gosh. Roaring River. Yeah, Cassville, Roaring River. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I didn't actually go into the cave here, but that's pretty cool. Wow. Yeah, we didn't go do that hike. I seen where this was at, but we didn't go there. There's the fishery. Is that where we fished? I can't remember. Roaring River, camping. Yeah, this isn't the... here it is. I saw one of the pictures. Right here. I remember that tree. Yeah, so there's the river. And we can't... Yeah, see, there's the trout fit. It's a popular destination. We didn't fish there. We fished on, like, we didn't fish where the trout farm was. We fished in the across the street where you had to use a fly, and they did every morning. They dumped trout in there, but you had to you couldn't use bait. You had to fly fish, and it was hard, man. I've never fly fished. So I learned. I didn't catch I didn't I didn't catch any. Oops. I did get bites, but I didn't tie the dang fly hook right. So the guy next to us kept catching fish. So he let the kid, he would catch and give it to the kids. They're little, and they caught. There we go. This is exactly it. Like right there. There's a great picture of it, of the fly. And they were in sections like this. All right. I think they purposely make a little rock sections, and you can only fly fish here. And the guy kept you'd catch him and like give it to Ezra, and he'd let him reel it in, or Lennox or Zaven. Lennox was the baby. I was with Matt and Tammy and Matt. Trying to see if I can find the campground. The campground is like right here. You can't quite see it. But it wasn't actually very cheap too, because you know you had to buy the fishing license, which I don't know what the fishing license is now. And this was like, it's probably 10 years ago we went fishing. It's different than what I grew up fishing. When I grew up fishing, was on the Great Lake, and there's docks, the pier, and I would just fish for like perch, sunfish, bluegill, crappie, and I don't think I even caught many crappie, but that was what I didn't use crappie bait. I used worms or minnows, and minnows you just catch the mostly perch is what I like to catch and eat. I know some of my friends, they fish for the walleye, like as an adult. As a children, I didn't fish for the big stuff. Now when we ice fished, as a teenager, we would, a bunch of us teenagers would drive out onto the ice, and we would fish pike and walleye, and a trout. I don't remember which trout, lake trout, and and perch. Again, I was set up for perch fishing. My buddies, they would spear the pike and then fish for walleye, but I didn't care about the big fish. Yeah, I've never fly fished, I'll tell you. It was actually, I mean, it was no, well, you had to use, I don't think you were required to use a fly rod. You were just required to use a fly bait, a fly. So, um, I think there was a section, depending on what section you were at, there was a section you had to use a fly rod and bait, but I think we were using just regular reels because we were in the far. The closer you get down the river to the fishery, I think you have to use the fly total fly setup. If you get farther, we were in the last section, which was right where the road and then the river is natural, and you can fish with it. On the other side over there, you can use anything, bait, minnows, because they eat off that easier. So, but there's not as many. They don't plant fish there. So we were in that last little bit. But it's just hard. It's just different. I just wasn't in to buy the flies. If you don't, they're not cheap. There's different varieties. I'm used to, hook, minnow. And then there was, within walking distance from my house as a child, there was little ponds, like duck ponds, or I don't know what they were exactly. Just little, there was a river, Tawas River, I think is what it's called, Tawas River. It ran from the Tawas Lake, I don't know where it went out to the Great Lake, or to Huron, but there was I think it was a man-made canal to a duck pond, and it was on public property. So, and that's where we would catch the little fish a lot, like bluegill. And I remember I'd just catch a bunch, take it home, and my mom would cook it. Boy, I miss the ice fishing though. The little bobber set up, and you'd have like 4 holes, and you just sit there and. That was the most fishing I did as an adult. Once I moved down here, I fished one time in Ohio, and it was like Michigan fishing. And then I fished one time at my mom's in Michigan as an adult when I lived in Ohio. And that was in a pier again, off a dock. In Michigan, we never messed with catfish because I remember my dad was always like, because we would catch them. Heck, we'd catch catfish all the time. They're little though, just tiny catfish. And he'd be like, "Oh, throw that," or sucker, or carp. You could catch carp, simple. But he didn't want to eat he called it all junk fish, mushy, mushy, bony, mushy. That's what he did. So we never really, there was people that would. There was this one river dock where you could spend I don't remember, it was $5 or $10, and it was this big electric square net, and it would just go, and then it would go back up, and it had a bunch of sucker in it. Now here, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure catfish is now in fact, in Michigan, I don't ever remember there being catfish on the menu. In my memory of restaurants having what fish, I only remember 3 types of fish: whitefish, perch like perch fries. Actually 4, and then walleye, which I remember was a popular one. Trout. There's some trout on the menu. I don't know if it's local trout or if it was, whatever. But, and smelt. There was, when it's smelt season, there was always smelt on menus. But here, it's almost all fresh is catfish. And I've never fished for catfish even down here. I don't know how you catch it. And I know that Pro Bass is headquarters is like an hour away, so bass fishing must be a thing here. Now, we used to like rainbow trout and brown trout fish all the time, but man, it was not easy catching them. I was not good at it as a kid. Damn, now I remember we would walk to all these little like rivers, like teeny rivers, like you could, at some places you could stand on each leg on each side. Oh, and dang, how did I forget? Salmon. When the salmon would run up river, yeah, you could pretty much just catch them with your hands. They're so easy. We would take treble hooks, weighted treble hooks, and snag them. Some people would take baseball bats and just clobber them because it was that easy to get them. But by the time they were up into those little small creeks, they're probably pretty much gross. Like, they're pretty much dead. But when you get up in the front, like at the mouth of the river, that's where everybody would fish for them. Like fish, like normal fish. But see, we lived out in the, down in deeper in the town part, so those little creeks were kind of by our house in the woods where we grew up. Gosh, that's like a whole nother life ago. Yeah, that's right. You got smelt when you were at the creek. Yeah. Here, I'll take a second. Let's get this. Let me see if we can get one of these done. Yeah, man, whew, it's a life ago, and it really, my dad, his whole life was hunting and fishing, and I never could get into the hunting as much. When I was young, I had a BB gun and a .22, and I think I had a shotgun, but I never, like a small gauge shotgun. But I didn't use that to go around. Like with the .22 and the BB gun, I remember I would buy like a thing of .22s, bullet shells, and just go around shooting everything that was moving. It's kind of crazy to think that's what I was like 8 years old, 9 years old. Like I couldn't even imagine handing my kids a .22, even as like 18-year-old. Like, just here's a .22, go out and just start do whatever you want. No supervision. As I got like 13, 14, I was starting to shoot for like squirrels or things that he could cook. But once he said, I'm not allowed to shoot anything, and everything I shoot I have to clean, or else I can't, I'm not allowed to shoot anymore. That's when I lost interest. I didn't want to clean it. And by that point, I was more interested in like hanging out with friends and girls and things. So it kind of dampened my hunting. Though I wish, again, that's a skill I wish I, could carry down here. I've shot 2 deer before. I never took into that knowledge that it takes to kind of my dad didn't do any trapping. He did duck hunt, and he had like a man-made duck pond, and he would have this crazy elaborate blind in the ground that had like this camo that he could flip up and then yeah, he'd get so drunk and still could shoot so good. I was like, geez. Duck tastes so good too. I'd love duck. Rabbit was yummy. I never shot a rabbit though. Well, I never shot a rabbit with the intention of eating it. I think with the .22 I probably shot some. I remember I used to shoot chickadees all the time. It was just like target practice, Now I kind of feel bad, like I was a crazy, you know, I should have grown up to be a serial killer or something. Shoot, I forgot all about that part of my life. I mean, till now. Heck, not only was I running around with a 22 or BB gun, depending on, as I was younger, as I got older, it switched to 22. I had a Ruger's 22. It was like somebody's, as a child, they gave it to me when I turned a certain age. We had a four-wheeler, like a big old quad runner, like a big old like outdoor workhorse four-wheeler, and he just let me drive that thing around. They had a 200-acre camp, which now I learned is where they were growing marijuana, but illegally, of course, in the 80s. I would just drive that four-wheeler everywhere like a crazy man too, and I was like just and I didn't always have a helmet. And one time I was driving, I was probably going, I don't know, 20, 30 miles an hour, maybe more. And I was driving, it was just a two-track, like a hard track road. And then there was like a sandy patch of sand. I hit it and it threw me around, and I hit a tree and it cracked the little plastic windshield. Oh, it was one of the scarier moments I've ever had on the four-wheeler. But yeah, I would drive that damn four-wheeler around and like shoot off of it. I was pretty responsible for the most part, but I mean, it's just crazy to think that as a 10, 11, it has at least 10 or 11 years old. In fact, that's the only dead person I've ever seen was on that same property. There was an old man there named Shadow that lived there. And I guess he was only in his 60s. He wasn't terribly old. We came in one day and they found him dead in the property, and all I could see is like his legs, and I could see it down the hall. I didn't really see him. Oh yeah. Now I've hunt for turkey, pheasants, grouse, uh, all those small game birds. I never shot any myself. In fact, the only time I went hunting that wasn't with my dad, with my friends, the same ones I would ice fish with as a teen, like a 16, 17, 8-year-old, we went bird hunting. And all I had was a 22. So they had shotguns. So I was the dog, and I walked the fence line with where the vegetation was. So I walked the fence line, and it would scare the birds either left or right. And both, so one friend was in the field to the left, one friend was field to the right, and they would go up either way, and they would shoot with their shotgun, and I was in the middle. And I could, if I could see as I'm coming up, I could see one, I could get a shot on them, but it was a lot more skill, of course, to shoot a bird, especially once they get in flight. So I never shot any pheasants. I never shot a peasant. No, pheasants were good. Yeah. We've got some all the time. I remember my dad had a cool little jacket for birds. I remember he would shoot the pheasants and put them in the back. He was not a legal hunter though either. He would only hunt. He would always hunt illegally. I remember he used to poach in the middle of the night. They'd get this big floodlights, and we would drive, and they would shoot deer, and they would then, dress it, skin it, butcher it, all eat the internal organs, all like just process a deer, like a couple deer in a night. And that's what the last so many years of his life, he was a butcher, and that's what he did for a living. So, yeah. remember we used to plant pine trees too in the same hunting camp every Labor Day or Memorial Day, whatever day, the spring one, Memorial Day, we would plant thousands of trees, little, I guess they were white pine, red pine. And man, that's a memory. Gosh, that takes, every year we'd go out and we'd get these, God, I hated it because it was cold. And we'd have to get one of those, oh, he ran there's like a little, you jab it and go, and it would create a hole, and then I would have to stick the tree in. And you had to be, the roots, so you got to be like, oh, you had to be, and if you didn't do it right, he'd scream and yell, God dang, God, 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 God. So, you know, my freezing little cold hands. Oh man, I wish I could see what that property looks like now. I mean, this was like, this was at least 42 years ago. I would love, I have dreams about that property. That's hilarious. Yeah, when I said shoot the peasants, that's what reminded me of Mighty Python. Yep, exactly. This is exactly what I was thinking when I said it. Oh, man. But I don't do any of that kind of stuff, you know. So my dad, he played softball in softball leagues, and his best friend owned a bar, and we lived in my mom was a bartender when they were divorced, so I lived in bars, you know, and played shot pool with my sister, played Pac-Man on the little sit-down machine. I you know, remember getting the little bar soda. But he played softball, so I remember, you know, that same crowd of his friends that were at the bar were always at the softball field. I never played softball in that town. I did play softball in Joplin, where I'm living now. But that, I mean, all of that stuff I did with him, and it wasn't like he was bonding with me or ever was close. He was very grumpy and very, you know, sit there and don't say anything. You know, it was always like, it was not close. It wasn't like he's teaching me to hunt, teaching me to fish, or teaching me to play baseball. You know, he didn't teach me, or, you know, he wasn't like a close father. It was just like, sit here and observe. I remember when I got my hunting license, we had plenty of empty blinds, and I was 13, and instead of, you know, teaching me beforehand, and I remember I was upset about this, and letting me sit, like my other friends, when they were 13, they got to go sit in their own blind and try to shoot their own deer. He didn't. I had to sit with him, as I did every year as young, and I would have to be on the lookout for the deer while he's sitting there drinking whiskey. And then I remember the last time I remember sitting with him in the blind, it was freezing cold, and he had a pretty elaborate blind setup, and he had one of those little propane heaters, and he'd set it up, and it'd be kind of warm in there. And I remember, you know, it would be getting this particular, it was at night as the sun was setting, and he would have me look out for the deer and listen while he would sit there and supposedly but he fell asleep this one time, and in walks this deer. I think it was just a 4-pointer, if I remember. It was like 15 feet in front of the blind, and I'm like bumping my dad, like trying to wake him up. And he wakes up and he sees it, shoots the deer, and then he yells at me, "How did it get so close?" Because I must have not have seen it till I got close, right? That was my last memory of hunting deer. Yeah, you drink, yeah, we were Catholic growing up, and I just had a dream about this. And in fact, I woke up and then I used Google Maps. I wanted to see this church because I haven't seen it since I was a child, 16, 17, 18 years old. My mom taught catechism, and she ran the bingo, and we set up the bingo. So one of her jobs was we would walk down to this church, which was about a mile away from our house because my mom didn't drive. We would set up the bingo. Then when it was over, we would walk up there, and that was at nighttime. Both times it was at night. It was like 50. It was a big rows of table in the gymnasium, in the basketball gym at the Catholic school. And this is a town of like 2,500. And I remember when we would put down the tables, we would leave one set of row up, and then that's when the catechism thing came over. And what I remember about that the most is I could eat. For the bingo, they had like chocolate bars and chips and other snacks, pop. And there was a kitchen for the school, and it shared. The gym was connected to the kitchen, which was then connected to the hallway for the school. And wow, what a weird memory that is. It's kind of haunting too, because the Catholic is an old Catholic church. The church is, I guess, I always thought it was connected to the school and the gymnasium, but looking at Google Maps, it isn't. The church is actually separate, and it even has the drop off is not even the same. Like my memory is totally different on that. My memory was only in the school and the gymnasium mostly. I mean, we went to some church, like the actual church time, but I don't remember a whole lot of that. I think there was a time when my mom and dad got a divorce. She wasn't allowed to teach catechism anymore, and she wasn't allowed to go to the church. But she still did put up the bingo stuff, and so she did that until I moved. In fact, it got to a time when I took over putting up the tables, and I never got paid. I did it for her, so she got paid. But I still had the key, and me and one of my friends, the ones that I actually went hunting and fishing with, we would set up the tables, and then afterwards we would play basketball. And I remember I started inviting, it would be like 15 of us kids in there. And I remember the preacher, Father Bach is his name, Father Bach. He would come in, and he would just stand there. And I was always scared of him. But I remember one of the times I think he was just watching to make sure we didn't get hurt or something. But he was kind of a nice guy. I remember he came over and said, "Oh, you guys can play, but you blah blah blah," giving us. I don't remember there being any wine though. Boy, was that just an experience though. Now memories I don't even remember. Even a lot of these memories, even when I was looking at the Google Maps, it looks pretty much the same as it did 30 years ago. The building, the parking lot. Boy, I don't know where everyone's at tonight. I'm going to refresh. Am I not seeing anybody? Or is it just nobody in the room? Oh, well, there was one more person I didn't see, so yeah, it was broken, but I wasn't seeing, show me the McGuire. I don't think any of the formats we would do, the 5 hangers or this, would get us any closer. I mean, I could do 3 blasters, and it would, like, the reason I'm not is because of the ratio, and I did text Eric. Maybe he doesn't know I'm live because I missed last night. This probably might be. I don't think we break tonight. I'm just going to leave it as it is because I don't have the other numbers. I didn't want to burn 3 blasters because then we're going to just stuck with the draft. At least with the draft and 1 blaster, it's a little bit better. Alright. Let me just see if Eric wants the last one real quick. I'm going to go pee, and if not, I'll just take it. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing about my shooting and fishing, hunting and fishing. Holy crap! I actually got some good energy. I ate that veggie and rice. It's weird how it makes me hungry again, like Chinese food. You know, you just get hungry so quick. Yeah, I'm like, well, I don't got a story. I don't know how the heck we got into hunting and fishing. Yeah, and I don't remember going into the actual church for the sermons or the mass very often. We would only typically go like Easter and Christmas, like most Catholics, and they got a divorce when I was 11, so I know we didn't go on. I never went after that age. And I vaguely my memories are faint of the church. I think we went once when I was in 10 range. Because around then my mom had to start working. Really, she just didn't, at that point she was working in a bar. And I think they didn't want her going. And I remember something about her telling us about that. But I do remember we would sit up in the top part. And it was like the organ was up there. It was kind of cool. It was way different. She'd always have us go to summer Bible camps, vacation Bible school crap, but that was always like Protestant and Presbyterian and Assembly of Gods. Like it was kind of like they were my babysitter for a while, right? And I remember we would just jump to whatever Bible camp, summer Bible camp. I remember those way more than I do the Catholic stuff. And I think a lot of it was because, and I was older then, too, like 10, 11, 12, 13. I remember that's how I got some of my friends at those. And, oh my gosh, even to make matters worse, speaking of hunting, the Assembly of God, which was the closest one to my house, which I remember more vividly of all the others because it was more community driven, and now the pastor, oh my gosh, this is another weird memory. So remember I just said there was a few friends that I gained from going to these vacation Bible schools. The Assembly of God one, I remember I got close to one particular family. I won't say it for the recording. I remember they asked me, oh man, such a weird memory. They asked me if the pastor ever had taken me hunting, and he had never, and no. And he's like, oh yeah, he teaches you not only hunting, but how to masturbate. And I'm like, huh? And we're like 12, 13 at this time. and it just kind of went right over my head. But later, as I was an adult and I actually was gone, moved away. But my friend said that the guy was arrested for pedophiles, being a pedophile, and it was shocking to me. Like, even though I remembered that experience. But he never taught me taking me hunting. See, these are weird memories you kind of just don't pull up. And I love the Assembly of God because it had like you had to Morgan. All right, you filled it. The Assembly of God had like contests. If you brought people and you did these activities, you kind of leveled up and you got prizes. And man, and they built this new gymnasium, auditorium, and I still remember I loved going to it, and that pastor guy that they're talking about, he was such a nice man, and crazy. I remember we would go on field trips to I think we went to a Pistons game, and we would go do activities. It was way more. The Catholic Church where we grew up was very kind of formal and very ritual. I remember it was always scary to me. Like I always felt like, but I was younger. But I remember, in third grade, going into third, my mom, that's when she started working there, and she enrolled me in the St. Mary's school, but didn't tell me. So when the school bus came for the first day of school, I got off at the elementary school, and I already been enrolled. It was just the last minute change. So I remember my friend, who was my next door neighbor, his name is Mikey. Mikey's like, "Hey, they were yelling your name in roll. Where were you at?" And I'm like, "Huh? I'm not supposed to go to that school." And so I remember I had to go to and my mom decided to not switch me because I already started the other class, but that was a weird memory. That is weird. Your mom, you go to the wrong school. Thank goodness, because I heard the Catholic school was rough. It probably would have been better for me, but as a kid, they said it was strict. 10. Oh, 10, no, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. Is that Eric? Oh, no, that's Michael. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. God, I remember that first day of school too. It's probably one of my first memories of going second to third. I actually remember preschool, Head Start, my first day of Head Start, and only because there was this dude. Oh, what is his name? I know him. I see him on Facebook. I'm not friends with him on Facebook. He's a real weirdo. In Head Start, he would run up and headbutt me, and just to make me cry. I remember kindergarten, and I remember the first day of kindergarten, because the first day, this girl named Carol peed her pants, and I remember they had the letters blown up like inner tubes that you'd float with, but they'd have them like alphabet people. I do remember the first day of first grade. I remember a lot of first grade. what was her name? Mrs. Sort of the W was Walenzik or something. Well, I have a picture of it, but I remember it because that was kind of really when I was really starting to remember, have good memories, and 6 years old. And I remember like I remember the classroom. God, this is an old building, like built in 1902. Um, um, I don't remember him much growing up until the teenage years again. He oddly was a grade above me, the kid that was headbutting me. Um, and I don't remember. I remember he got kind of like into the karate and kung fu and he was one of the kind of really aggressive kind of testosterone man. That's kind of how I think of him now too. I think that's what I want. Trying to remember the damn yeah. Um, oh, penguins again. Um, the first grade though, I remember it would have been like 81, so it was big on dinosaurs. I remember that class had a lot of stuff on dinosaurs, and the space shuttle was a big thing. I remember one of the space shuttles was going up. Not a disaster, like it was successful, and it was very 80s-esque, you know. And she was a really kind teacher, I remember. And I remember my best friend Corey, my next door neighbor friend, his mom gave birth to his sister Kristen, and my other neighbors Mikey and Steve, they gave birth to Tony. So it was just a very vivid memories. No. Hold on, I don't know, maybe Eric might want mine. But second grade, I don't remember anything on second grade whatsoever. I couldn't tell you who my teacher was. Third grade, second to third, that teacher was rough. I wish I would probably went to Catholic school, but that teacher, she was a very old, cranky hag, and yeah. In fourth grade was a whole nother building. It was, in fact, in the little town over, and it was in a newer building. And my teacher there, that would have been when the Challenger exploded. So that would have been what, 86. I still remember that classroom vividly. I remember that girl had the first girl I had a crush on. Her name was Sayoa. She's friends with me on Facebook. She liked my when I turned 50 post. Which Eric, what do you want? Do you want the snake? Do you want the both? I don't really remember fifth grade. Kind of remember where the class was, but I don't have very many memories of it. Fifth grade would have been around the time that we did all the Assembly of God stuff. That would have been around the divorce time, 87. Sixth grade, I know where the classroom was. I don't remember much. And 7th went to the high school. And then that was a whole nother 7th, 8th. Junior high was connected to the high school. It's up. I'll sell either. If I don't care either way. Whatever you want. I know it's probably not fair to the other guys, but well, whatever. It is what it is. Oh man. Who's this? Or to me, making $10 is better than, I don't know. I say that, but I have just as much fun getting into them. Here comes. So it's 2 for 30. It's that. We can do 5 hangers next if you guys want to try hangers. I just don't have enough blasters to really just do all blasters. I can, or we can do another Bowman blaster. I don't know. This one was hard to fill, and it really took everyone's extra efforts. Oh, weird. They don't put the styrofoam. I thought that was styrofoam. That's just the. Oh, I'm kind of anxious about work tomorrow because I'm going back to my regular Tier 2, going back to Tier 1. Cards fan. Oh, you sniped poor Trump. Almost got it. Oh, yeah, you know, I don't know. I've not seen anybody post on them. Everyone's still just posting on the damn basketball. In the one big room. And then, of course, the basketball room is going to be basketball. But I don't know, and I don't know about our flagship group. I haven't seen much posted on it. But so far, ours have been... We did 3 so far. One had that green auto. One had the blue numbered. Decent prospect megas, but not. I mean, and then the one had the damn mirror image, and the 2. I mean, it's not been bad. Our last few runs is pretty decent. Of these, no, this is our 4th one, I think, or did we do 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 9, 10. Okay. Oh yeah, we did 6. This is number 7. Yeah, I can't remember. Do we? No, I'm confused. This combo like 1 and 1. Yeah. I think we did 3 of these combos, but I think we did some without. Yeah, we did some without the combo. Oh, yeah, we did 3 with the combo, 3 without. So this is number 4 combo. Cubs. Again, twice. So we only have 4 more megas and 5 more blasters and 9 more hangers. Six. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh. So I probably will be live tomorrow. I just got to use some of these. I have the next 4 days I can go live, but I definitely want to knock out some shipping. I don't know yet. Five. Two. Tampa. Ready? Does yeah, I guess draft does. That's great. Good point. I guess draft does have paper based, don't it? That's a good point. Oh, good. I didn't even think of that. And I think, didn't we get a number? Oh, that was out of the mega pack too. Yeah, because I don't remember doing megas in draft. Reds. Man, the Pistons whooped today. Hey! I'm hungry again. Sheesh, that veggie went burned right through me. No protein. Oh. Need to put more sleeves in my thing. Gold, you're lucky. Wrong rookie, gold. Angel. Harper. Gore Rainbow All-Star, I mean. Hoy. Max Williams. Dean Curley, wasn't he one of the Three Stooges? Gage Wood. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, Shemp. Who did he replaced Larry, right? Shemp. God, I used to watch the Three Stooges. I tried watching the Three Stooges with my kids, and they just didn't care, man. They didn't get it, you know. They like anime. Hey, never heard of him. Da-da. Dee-doo. Da-da. Don't know any of these guys, and if they're good, bad, not good, bad. A lot of hitting first, though. Tell us. Oh, the round picked on back? For who? 55th overall, second round for that guy. Steele Hall. First round for the Reds. Cunningham for the D-Bags. First round, 16th pick. Gamble. First round, 23rd pick. Yeah, Gray. Second round, Cohen. Second round, Morrison. Third round. Third round. You guys want to try the 5 hangers? Jack Gurviich, third round. Tigers guy, fourth round. Nolan Sherbert, third round. Evil, first round, 32nd pick. Pirate, 5th round. We're digging deep, baby. Gustavo, 4th round. 3rd round. 78th, 3rd round. 2nd round. Dean Curley. Yeah. I think Trump, you have credit still. Pretty sure Penguins and I used ours. The Angel. Oh, yo, what was this number? Forget. Uh, 13, 14. I think. Yep, I did write it. I remember. And this is 15, I think. Well, if we did 5 hangers, it'd be, I could add 60. Oh, yeah, it's fine. I mean, I'll know it. It's 12:15. I'll clean it the next time I go up there. I mean, we can do Giant Mariners. So it's gonna be in with the This would just be whoa. We could do the 5 hangers and 3 ginters. It would be the same. Oh my gosh, I can't scroll up there. Ah, I didn't paste it in YouTube. 10 spots. So 5. Update. This will be 15, 16, 30, 40. If not, this is what we'll lead with tomorrow. The maximum they let you buy. One left. I went back twice after, and my cart, I tried refreshing my cart even, and it still does it. Let me try it again right now. Because it didn't used to do it, but maybe because they're shipping from different, they're not all shipping from the same store. Trump fails it. Yeah. Wow. Not only is it, it looks like they're charging, like all I have in my cart right now is 2 blasters, and it's $14 for shipping. So it looks like they're charging you both the shipping is for individual blaster. Now let me add the hangers. Yeah. So I've one hanger is $6.99 to ship the one hanger. Let me see what happens when I put 2. Yeah, they're charging you shipping for each individual item, not necessarily SKU. I thought it was SKU. That's crazy. Is there not like a free shipping after a certain level? well, that's their loss. I'll have to cancel my pro. So bizarro, man. All right, let's see. Trump, is that you or is that Cars Fan? That was both of you at the same time. Yeah, man, that damn rice and veggie like stir fry. Whew, no meat in it, so I am like so hungry. Six, seven, eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eric, Trump, Eric, Penguins. Penguins, Eric. I believe it's because they don't just always ship it from the same store. So they're just, yeah. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. You want what? You want 9? Is that right? 20. Pens, Mom. Yeah, it wasn't like that though. It just started. This I don't know when because I haven't ordered from it in a minute, but it's not. They lost my business. They charge tax and shipping. So the 2 product limit on top of the, I can go to Dave & Adams and get a hanger. So a hanger at tops is $25 plus tax, as long as the shipping is free. Well, not always. If I rush it, then it's 20. But still, rushed 20 is not bad. If I rush it with the tax, it's about $28 a blaster. If I get it on Dave & Adams, it's 29 something. Actually, it's 20. It's 28 a blaster with my discount. No shipping or tax. So if I want to rush it, it's 30. So it's really... And Topps now has a limit of 10 on... Even though it says 40 on the update blasters, it only lets you do 10. So really, Dave & Adams is the best place to get blasters. I guess. I don't know. Oh, Penguins, you're going full. Guess I'll go 1. Penguins. Derek. Oh, good. I was like, oh, did I forget to change the lots from Bowman to update? And I did. Penguins. We've gotten some nice cards out of the hangers too. It's not all just been blasters, but mostly, I mean, blasters have been loaded. They've not been stocking blasters back in the Walmarts here. They just the hangers, or if they are, not many. I got to the other day and they were loading the Target. If it wasn't that Carl was hungry when I was hungry too, wanted to eat, I probably would have chilled and see what they're unloading, but probably some basketball. There was loads of baseball blasters of everything, everything. Even Chrome Topps Chrome basketball, they had probably 30, at least 30. It was the biggest lot was the Topps Chrome. And then they were in the Prism football was probably more Prism football. Oh, I got 2 Prism footballs. I can do that at some point. Probably not tonight, but there was probably 40 plus of the Prism footballs. It had its own like 4-foot section of the megas and the. Blasters. Yeah, they had tons of the Topps Chrome basketball, and it didn't have any dent. They must have just she must have squared it off. I was hoping they'd have something else besides the Topps Chrome. I would have probably grabbed a Mega even just to do one, because that's about one filler price. I don't know. But hangers, yeah, I would have definitely grabbed. But you only get 2 box limit, and Carl don't come in. Like David comes in, so I can get 4. But Carl just sits. He just sits out in his Jeep and ready because he just wants to zip right through it. David enjoys the kind of camaraderie of going in and staring at the shelf. Not that Carl probably don't, but he wants to. It's always in our first round. We're hungry. We haven't eaten, right? We used to sit for lunch. Rod Carew. Rainbow foil, Miami. Wow. I don't know if the football blasters and megas were new. Actually, when I walked up, the girl loading it, there was an employee there and the scanning them as the girl from the distributor was she'd hand like one box, boop, put it on the shelf, boop, put it on the shelf. Well, as I walked up, the distributor girl walked away. She had to go grab something. So I noticed what she was loading was the Prism football, and I could see where there was the indent where the other 8 boxes I could see in her cart. She had a bunch. She had 3 big boxes full of stuff. Oh, and there was tons of Pokemon too. Like, I could have grabbed some Pokemon, but it was too chaotic. There was like 3 people around. One dude is like, he was getting Pokemon. I was clearly getting sports, and he was kind of like bodyguarding, and I couldn't get to where I wanted to go. And I'm just like, screw it. I'm not gonna sit there and straggle this dude. So I just grabbed my 4 blasters and left. And he wasn't even grabbing Pokemon. He was standing in front of it, but he was grabbing the like top loaders and other stuff. I don't know if I think he was waiting to see what she put on the shelf. But he was kind of like acting like he was shopping and bodyguarding. I could tell. He was like keeping me from standing where I wanted to get to. It's really funny. Uh-oh. Torque. Stanton. And, oh, 2 rookies. And that was our first stop, so I knew, I wasn't sure. We went and hit 2 other Walmarts, and the one Walmart was lots of stuff, but not baseball blasters. All the new football, the basket, like the, it was weird. And the other Walmart was the one that don't stock that much, and it had hangers, so I grabbed hangers at both Walmarts. And when I was at the other Walmart, there's another dude in line there, and that's the one that sucks because that's their active register right next, and there's enough room for, you know, a body and the cart at the register, but it's like they don't like you in their aisle shopping. It's so bizarre, and so I gotta like squinch down and kind of try to squeeze in just to see what's on the ground, or, you know, on the shelf. And that other dude walked up, but he was after Topps Chrome Baseball, which was even more weird. And he grabbed the blaster, and he'd look at it and put it back, grab the hanger, the Mega, and he was on the side between a Mega and a blaster. Topps Chrome update, and he ended up taking the Mega. And he was like an olderish guy too, which was kind of interesting. What is this? Oh, first pitch. Had it. I gotta be careful when I say older guy, because I don't know if these guys are like my age or pushing 60. It's hard to tell now. I'm older. I'm senior citizen now, almost. I got an AARP advertisement in the mail. I don't know if it's worth it or not. $20 a year. I don't know. I can't quite tell. Maybe I should look into it. I was going to, and I forget. Oops. It's my card anyways. Oh, I'm hungry. I didn't realize, so another first pitch. Not very common. White Sox rookie, Miami rookie, another rainbow foil. Damn, we're getting parallels, but just not bangers. These came from the second Walmart, where the guy was squished down, or this one seems lighter, where the guy was buying the Chrome updates. This is 116. DiMaggio, Wood, Indians. Wow. We got quite a few extra colors, but nothing big. This is 1216. More sort. I probably won't wait to sort those, though. I need to get the shipping out. So Trump, Eric, Trump, Eric. Oh. Yeah, my backspace didn't work on that one. Or both backspaces. Cool. Ace. Hey. I could almost break this tomorrow. Probably won't break any more tonight. We got Red Sox as one of our bigger ones. Even 200. And we still had, who was the other one? Trump? So his 20 still, 20. I think he's got like 22 or something. 20 and some change. Pirates. So I think that eats your, yeah, right on the money. Angel, what was Angel? Oh, that they were gone already. Man, I could definitely eat a pizza. Oh, I seen a pizza on my phone. Jesus, oh my God. Oh, what do I want to do before I go to bed? I gotta maximize my time here. There's something. Oh, I was gonna buy but they don't take. I can't believe there's not when it uses the same checkout that Tops uses, the shop whatever, but it doesn't let you select PayPal, only credit card. I think they don't want you to do PayPal, because they want you to use their shop pay over time crap if you don't want to use a credit card. That's that store out of Cincinnati. You want what? You want to do another filler? You're saying? Is that what you're asking? I mean, we can try another one. Cards fan went to bed. I figured we'd make it a little harder to do another one tonight. Or do you mean like a serial number? I think we're probably gonna have to. Well, we make a serial number. Be about 18. I think what I'm going to do is, I don't know if I want to break the Ginter this late. I want to be well rested for my first day back in case there's chaos. It'd be, so tomorrow I got 4 hangers So what we could do is, and I got 5 blasters. We could do 2 and 2, 2 blasters, 2 hangers tomorrow. I can even get the price right now. Oh. Here, I can just build it. Ah, crap, I forgot to copy the update again. I guess I got one up here I can copy. It's not too far. Because I copied it knowing we're switching the Bowman draft. And if we did this tomorrow, the top team and the not top team update with 2 and 2, 2 hangers, 2 blasters, that would be oof, it's a tiny bit higher. Because it's oh, I'll just eat it a little. I want to keep it here. That will be the line. I don't think we'll probably be able to fill it tonight, but this will we'll open with 2 hangers, 2 blasters, but we can give it a run. If not, we'll open tomorrow with it. Whew! My heat's kicking on, but that's so hot. Was it Grammys tonight? 3. We'll probably have to fill it up to the start of the night tomorrow unless we get some kind of weird push, but Cards fan will probably be here. They're opening a Topps Trinity. Oh, I can't stand this guy long. He's got that Jersey accent. They're so hype. Like, they're hype. They already sold the product, and they're hyping it before he opens it. Oh, it's soccer. What? Like, dude, you don't have to. I don't know, because he's got like. Oh, it's a book. Wow, look at that. That's the box. He just opened the box. And now I understand why he's hyping it, because that's a book. Wow. I've never had a book out of Leaf. It must be a mixed sport, because that's basketball, that's soccer. God, the accent, though. Okay, show the box. He just keeps, like, in disbelief. Oh, they're auctioning something. What are they auctioning? I don't understand. Three left, if anyone's hanging around. I wish I could zoom in. You can't zoom in on live. It's Leaf Trinity of some sort. I don't... So I don't know if that's one... It looks like it's 1, 2, 3 layered book, which I think is what he showed. When I joined, it said 155, and I thought that was for the box, but I guess that's for a spot. Oh, I know what they're doing. Oh, I know what they're doing. I just figured it out. First spot. It's the first card in the stack. He just bought this for 60. Yeah. It's a base, right? Or basic auto. Everybody should know Leaf. Noah Roberts. Wow. Because that book got everybody hyped and bidding. I don't think they understood either. Because he's not explaining what he's doing. So these people like me are just jumping in and they're bidding. Yeah, because he's hyping the book, but he's not hyping what he's selling. I remember this guy. He's pretty knowledgeable, actually, like on the athletes. He's just such a... Like, when he's talking normal, he's not really bad. But when he gets hyping, it's like, oh, like New Jersey. Three left? Now I want to know what the book is. The guy that first auto was a 57th ranked player in high school. It's a high school running back. He's 5th ranked. Okay, auction the next spot. Yeah. And now he's educating them on, you're not buying these because they're current players to invest in. You invest to sit on and hope they become stars. Okay, so 42 on card number 2. Like, that whole time, he did not say he started the auction, what it was auctioning for. 1 of 1. Ricky Collins. Who's that? You'll tell me. I was going to say, I assume they're auctioning. He must have somebody in the background doing the manning everything, because he's not doing it. His hands were... Come on. This card went for 33, and it's going to be the better of the 3 so far. You watch. Penn State quarterback Beckham Kuritsa. These are high schoolers. It's kind of like pro debut sort of stuff. Not pro debut. Perfect game. They're high schoolers so far. I mean, he is a pretty knowledgeable guy, and he tries to be transparent, but his hype is oi. He never stops selling a product though. Like not in the like focusing on what he is selling. $25 for this spot. It should. They don't know the leaf. He's even saying because he's not focusing on what he's auctioning. He needs to hype the spot, not like. Oh, and it isn't just high school football. It's multi-sport futures is what it's called. There it is. Well, that was shady. Troy Hunna to 35. Yeah, he probably should not have covered it all up like that. That's dangerous. On a blind auction. No, it's not. So, 2 more single cards till you get to the thick ones. But you can get like messy. He just said like you can get messy autos and. What? He said it was just a weird coincidence so far. We've only got high school. He just screwed up. He just pulled the wrong card out. And that. But he did the right thing by not. He started to pull out the next card and then he stopped himself. So he's not blind auctioning this one because he screwed up. But he said that not all of them are high school football. It's just that's what we're getting. That's what he said at least. Yeah, he messed up. He somehow showed both cards. I didn't see it though. He must have just slipped a. All I want to see is the fatties. Okay, this is our last skinny card, or non-thick. Oh man. No logo because it's not licensed. They're not going to license high schoolers. 27. Yeah, these are more reasonable for these skinnies. Daniel Maliki to 40, top quarterback. Oh, wasn't? Because somebody asked in chat, are these only high school kids? He said, no. We are just been. He said, no, we are just getting a weird run of high school kids. But he said you can get Messi's and all, soccer's. He's showing it. Oh, he got a George Brett auto earlier. He's going through the names you can hit right now. So now he's hyping this spot. This is the... And he said this is a $200 4-patch soccer card. This is another $200 card. He said this was like a $400 card, but I don't know what it is. It's basketball. And then back here somewhere there was a Brett Favre, he said. 59 for a fatty. All right, here we go. Quentin Gibson. And I thought that's exactly what I said. He said there was 2 fat cards, and I said this looks to me like 1 card, and it is. It's 1 book. Because he's like, oh, I'm wrong. This is only 1 card. Yeah, I when he showed the sale sheet, I saw the book on the sale sheet, and it was 3 panels. And this is going to be a 4 panel. You watch. For $1. Man, I'm half tempted to bid on it. He's saying, don't overpay. Oh my God, you're overpaying. It's just a book. This is on TikTok. Boats and Hose. I don't think they're overbidding. If you're just saying that's a $200 card and that's a $200 card, this is going to be a 4-panel auto. I think it's going to be 8 players. Boats and Hose won it. It is 8. Oh my God. Oh, it is 3, not 4. Okay. They're all quarterback recruits, he said. Yeah. We got all football. He said these are collegiate players. It does look cool. Now he's trolling the people. It's supposed to be multi-sport, but everyone in that was a... Oh. I am wrong. There is 1 more left. He just said those are all collegiate, but I don't recognize any of them. So then he's like, oh, there is 1 more left. 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... 120... Wow, this is going more in the book. Usually the bottom card's the hit, too. There's 230 people in here. That's not bad. That's more than Whatnot. Three left. Anybody wants to break? I don't know if anybody else is here. Well, not. We'll start the day off. It's already won. Why does he slow roll it like this? He's talking. He's trolling them right now. Like jokingly. Out of 35. Ooh. Barry Bonds, Ichiro, Mark McGuire, Alex Rodriguez, Mark McGuire, and Tony Gwynn. That's pretty sexy. That's the steroid edition. I don't know what that would be worth, though. Out of 25 of those guys, 6... It's weird, the only... I don't know, that's a cool... What a weird box. I think he just sold personal. I don't know what he's doing next. In this one, I just accidentally swiped up, and they're doing Leaf photo pack. 1 autograph photo per pack. They're auctioning it. $13? Oh, this guy's another Jersey voice. It's a photo. What the? Polaroid. I've never seen that product. 1 photo, autograph photo. Oh, he's doing draft now. I want to see what these are. Each photo's a 1-on-1. 1 on the Leaf. That's cool. But I don't know who that player was. Paul. He didn't even know who it was. He just said Paul H. I don't know who it is. Sports and celebrities. Kobe's and... What the? Connie Wallace. Who the heck was that? So many oddball products I've never even seen. Chat says, that's my librarian. They're going for about 13, 14. I want to hit it just so I can get one for the hitty. Oh, that last chick was an author, a book. Frankie Cola. What is this? The chat's priceless. That dude literally is just my next door neighbor in Philly. Dimebag Daryl. Danny McBride. Yeah, he just looks like those type of dudes. Come on. I want to see one name. What's like the top? What's the ceiling in this? At 10, they're losing some dollars now. There's somebody in the background. Must be somebody popular. Looks like they just... Oh, they did a Bowman Breakers of Light. Personal. Ah, he's like, that box sucked. Could have been better. Dang it, I wish I'd known. $700. I gotta go Pope. Wouldn't that be amazing to get Dimebag Daryl auto, a cut auto? I mean, obviously you can't sign Polaroids, but what's weird is I've been, I don't, my TikTok feed's mostly breakers now. I mean, it's after they sold it to the American company, my algorithm's kind of more, less political stuff, more music, and more this breaking. It's working better, I think. And the music stuff, Megadeth released their final album, and he did a kind of a cool promotion. Yeah, these are Raker's Delights, he said, for $500 or $700. So I kind of was going down the rabbit hole. I haven't listened to Megadeth since like 91, 92, you know, when I was in high school. So I was like, oh man, this is 17 albums? Man, I haven't listened. I didn't realize they put out so many since I've last, 10 more or 11 more. So he, like, Megadeth's putting out a record for, like, a vinyl record, like Walmart exclusive, Target exclusive, Books and Nobles exclusive, like Barnes and Nobles, I mean. But whatever. Well, I went back and I listened to the album, like, oh, I mean, it just sounds like Megadeth, whatever. Nothing special. But, man, there was a fact about Dimebag Daryl, and I was reading about, like, some history on the thrash metal. God, I don't remember what it was now. It was fascinating. It was something to do with another person parallel to that. Oh, somebody bought one. Okay. Same as a girl, Kaylee bought both of them. $700, man. He's like, I'm not known to sweat a box. You literally sweat it the last one like a crazy man. Oh, I hate peeking. He's like, I've never seen this. I don't know what this is. What is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. Guess that's a good one. First round pick to the Cubs. Nolan Sailors to 150. He's like, sweat it. I want you to sweat it. Geometric to 250. Geometric to 150. Stud. Thomas White Geometric. Oh, he's sweating something. There's something still not showing you. Oh, it's behind this card. I didn't know where it was at. What is that? Whoa. 2025 Buster Posey Award winner out of 10. Inscription out of 10. That's cool. First round pick to the O's. They picked a catcher in the first round? I've never seen that, heard of that. He's like, somebody look it up. What's the comp? This is a monster. Look up the comps. $6. Oh, whatever. Yeah, he said when he hit the Cade, he said that's a monster. He said that's a monster prospect, top guy on the Seattle. But this guy, I guess I don't know the class very well. I can't believe that O's took another catcher. Didn't they have another catcher besides Adley too in the system? Portrait Auto. Prospect Portrait Auto is the insert. Out of 10. It must be like a low print run. Of course, everybody's numbers. 4 to 5,000, 1,000. That's cool. I did not know this prospect, Cade. Mainly why I was watching to find the Bowman. I want to see more Bowman broke. They're usually breaking Bowman draft, not in. They're usually doing the. That's the same dudes that were doing it the other night, but they weren't doing Delight. Yes, I wasn't wrong. I knew. I thought. I said, I could have swore I was just reading. It is the catcher for the Baltimore, Samuel Basello. I knew there was another top catcher on the O's, and then Ike Irish is number 3 on there. But he's not yet ranked. This guy's not ranked yet. Because they don't have last. Oh, they have another catcher. I think this Samuel Basello is like top 100. Yeah, number 7. I was reading about him. Thanks, Penguins. Do you want me to just keep your spots in there for tomorrow, Eric, Penguins? Wow. Okay, so other ones like it. 1,000, 5,000, 3,500, 600, 800, depending on the player. That's kind of cool. Yeah. The Irish guy was drafted 11th by the Baltimore. Did they draft 2? Huh? It says Tampa Bay. I think that's the same guy. Yeah, I don't think it was Baltimore. All right, yeah, I'll leave you in. We'll lead out tonight. I'm sure we'll get 3 right off. I mean, if Cards Fan takes one, somebody else might take one. It probably won't be too hard to fill it, so especially it being all update. I'm going to go to bed too, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, good night.